My name's Tom Blackwell. This is NoDaysOff Livin podcast, and I want to give a few tips on this whole sports gambling thing. I know everybody's rooting for the Knicks, go to New York, you see me. Whether it's the Spurs, OKC, with the Cleveland Cavaliers. More of the story is it's online betting. I know everyone's gambling, DraftKings, FanDuel, fanatics. And I want to give you 3 reasons why you, as a black person, black man, should stop gambling. 1, they're targeting black people specifically. Why? Because they know our spending habits, they know our impulse. And unfortunately, they're using black leaders in the sports game to influence you. Think about it. They put LeBron James on ads, Kevin Hart on ads, all these cool figures that we know to promote gambling, right? Now what it's doing is it's not training you to make sound decisions. You're going off an impulse. And as you know, basketball is like wrestling. The shit is rigged. It's entertainment. So when there's any amount of money on that large scale involved, you got to think about what's at stake here and who controls the narrative. So they're not going to let people win consistently, outrageously. So although you may get a win here and there, look at your totality of how many times you've been betting and how much you're losing, and you're just throwing money away. So the alternative would be getting the stocks, because at the end of the day, you're doing long-term investing. The money that you would put away every month for gambling, let's say it's $100, you could just put that in a stock every month and dollar cost average. And by the end of the year, you have $1,200. And then that stuff will start compounding and growing. And I'm trying to talk in layman's terms because I want you to understand. Let it sink in. 2, the more you bet, the more you chase. Now, just like anything else, once you lose, you want to try to double back. The difference is Vegas always wins. There's a difference between gambling and investing. Investing is using sound decision making. More than likely, even when you get a stock and the price drops, you can still get it for a good price. So that means one day it's $100. Let's say in a month it drops to $75. So now you got it for a 25% discount. Now you may be able to get 2 of those, so you could get 2 shares versus 1. So now the dollar cost average starts to lower out. So your mindset of long-term compound interest starts to grow, and you start seeing things start to accumulate and grow in time, and it builds confidence and it builds discipline. And gambling is impulse buying, is impulse decision making. It's overfulfilling, and you've seen it before. Look at that Spurs game. And I know a lot of y'all had money on that. Dylan Harper got hurt, sent him to the back to the locker room, and then what happened? He came out, and I don't know who it was, but they told him to go back in there. The more of the story is, if Dylan Harper would have came back in, the Spurs would have won. And when you look at spreads and numbers, they're playing with your emotions. And guess what? You can't control it. So I suggest you guys to stop gambling, yo. Learn from me. I had a gambling problem. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's with the Mohegan Sun, Foxwoods. And this is just a real one-on-one conversation about gambling on sports betting. Let it go, yo. Let it go. If you need help with investing, you can come hit me. I give you free game. It costs me nothing to educate and teach y'all something, just because I care. And I don't want you losing all that money and getting no value for it. Because even if you invest in a stock and the price drops, you invest it in again and the price goes up, you're still in the game. Gambling is a one-shot deal. Investing is a long-term strategy that builds wealth down the road, 5, 10, 20 years down the road. So I can give you some numbers and analysis. 3 reasons why you should stop gambling. You're wasting time. You're wasting time. It's okay to watch sports, enjoy the game, right? I enjoy the game too, but the distractions is causing. Because I'll be frank, when I did gamble here and there, and I played, basketball, football, the time that I'm spending on watching a game and checking my sheet to see if it hits, I could have been focused on something else that creates more value. And right now, if you're in your 40s, your 30s, 50s, and you're gambling, think about that time that you're losing where you could be focusing on learning a new skill, spending more time with your family, working on a project, spending time with a loved one, whatever it is. You could allocate more time to something more resourceful that's going to give you more value. Shit, go hit the gym. It don't even matter. But this no days off mentality, I'm trying to instill in people, because at the end of the day, it's going to help you grow and keep you from being stagnant. Stop gambling. Gamble on yourself. Bet on yourself, because at the end of the day, you won't lose when you bet on yourself. You put in your dollars and your cents in the hands of Vegas. And trust me, they watching. They ain't letting everybody hit. So Remember, when the black effect comes into play, that's when the rules change. And it's not going to get any better. Look at how much you won, look at how much you lost, and then consider that. But enjoy the game, watch it as a fan, but don't get caught into this whole gambling thing, because addictions are hard. You know, it's bad enough that people drink, people smoke, they legalize marijuana, you got strip clubs, you got porn, you got all these distractions, and then you got social media showing you all this nonsense. So you gotta learn to dial back. I'm just here to educate you guys because I was in that same boat. Each one teach one. Y'all have a great holiday. Go Knicks.